Okay, so we're going to be looking at a very basic way to get a flamenco sound with some very simple chords and a simple scale. But first I want to make you familiar with the scale that we're going to use and the chords that we're going to use to support that scale. And you'll quickly see that most of this technique, most of this music is all about technique. So I'm going to run through a scale really quick with you. It's basically a modified version of an A scale. And we're going to start with the bottom E string, and I'm going to just call out the fret numbers as I play it, so you can try to follow along. So I'm going to play open 1, 3 on the bottom E. So open 1, 3. And the next string up is also the same. It's open 1, 3. So if I play those two strings together, that's the B and the E string, I get open 1, 3, open 1, 3. So let's go for the next string up. That's going to be open 2. That's the G string. So open 2, open 1, 3, open 1, 3. Now the D string, I'm going to play that open as well. I'm going to play open 2, 3, open 2, 3. Same with the A string. It's open 2, 3. So if I play those two strings together, along with the other strings that we've already learned, it's open 2, 3, open 2, 3, open 2, open 1, 3, open 1, 3. The top E string is open 1, 3. So starting from the top E, I'll run through it again, calling out the fret positions. So it's open 1, 3. I beg your pardon. Open 1, 3. Open 2, 3, open 2, 3, open 2, open 1, 3, open 1, 3. So you're gonna need to play that scale rather quickly. So if you want to practice it to get it up to speed, you need to play it quickly and in several different ways, not chromatically. You need to mix it up a little bit. So if you can get it up to speed like that, you can see that there's a lot of music to be found in that simple scale. The chords that we're going to be using over the top, I'm just going to introduce two right now, and you should know the first one is just a basic A minor. And so you can see where my fingers are positioned right there. If you don't know where an A minor is, you can find a chord chart. But it's a very first position A minor chord. And then I'm also going to switch to sort of a modified F chord as well. So this is the position that I'm in for that. And you can see that I've got my first finger on the first string on the first fret, and then I'm going to take my ring finger and my little finger and put them both stacked on top of each other on the next two strings down. And then I'm just going to follow up with my middle finger on the G string on the second fret. And it gives me a sound like that. So if I want to strum that along with the A chord, I can get a sort of a very simple progression going like that. And you kind of want to get your hand working the strings. You know, you can get a sound something like. If you want to get really creative, you can follow the A minor with a relative major, which would be the C chord. You can also, with that basic C, just put in a sus. There's a sus right there. You can kind of hammer that around. So I'm going to do it from an A to an F, back to an A minor, and flavor it up a little bit with a C. Now, what I'm going to do here is when I play the scale that we've played originally, I'm going to strike a bass note, and I'm just going to play the E string. I'm going to play it open. So if I begin to play the scale here on the lower E string on the third fret, I'm going to pluck the bass note as well, so that would be the low E. It gives me a sound like that. And if I just do it alone, it sounds kind of plain. But if I put that bass note in there, it gives it a certain resonance, kind of gives it a little bit of emotion to it. Then just go ahead and put an A in there right quick. So A, F, and just chuck some of those chords in there when you can. The key is mastering the scale. So I can actually move out of the scale a bit. I can go all the way down to the bottom E on the 5th fret. I can even hit its adjacent fret, the 6th fret, to just liven it up a little bit. And you'll notice that playing that string open really helps out a lot. It gives it a lot of flavor and a little bit more depth. Okay, so knowing the chords that we're using and the scale that we're using, we're just going to flavor this little piece of music up a little bit more. And I'm just going to show you just a quick little riff that you can use to jazz that up a bit. So on the 5th fret, I'm going to, you can see I'm working these 2 strings here, so it's B and G, the E, I beg your pardon, the B and the G string here. I have just taken my 2 fingers like that, and I'm just going to pinch them both down. I'm going to fret them both on the 5th fret. So when I pluck them together, it sounds like that. Actually, I'm more comfortable using my middle finger and my ring finger doing that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the B string on the 3rd fret and the G string on the 4th fret. So I went from B and G on the 5th fret to B on the 3rd fret and G on the 4th fret. And I'm going to hold that exact shape, but I'm going to move up to the 1st and 2nd fret. So I've got B on the 1st fret and G on the 2nd fret. Works with the scale as well. It also works with the chords that we played. So if I were to play that all together, I would start out here on the 5th, and this is just me. You can play this however you want. As you can see in that simple scale chord combination, there's a ton of music that you can create with a distinct flamenco sound. So just experiment with that scale. You can try to find some chords that go along with that as well. But most of all, just keep practicing. And good luck, and thanks for watching.